opinions on a podcast with Junior and Maze.
Hey, everybody.
So we're here, opinions on. I wanted to start it off by introducing a couple items that came into my possession.
How?
By mail.
No. If you're going to do this, I think it has to be more mysterious.
Okay.
Came by mail via way of what?
One Jets Drive.
Get the fuck out of here, really.
One Jets Drive sent me a package.
Was it a big package?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Medium-sized box came. My wife's packages were surrounding it. FedEx dropped it off, which means it's serious.
If FedEx
serious.
is bringing it, it's serious.
So, I won a huge sweepstakes. First thing I won, they were still cold from the game. Thomas Morstead, the punter for the Jets cleats.
Oh my
Look at that.
God.
Still got the chalk on there. I mean, I couldn't fit in these things. My feet are way bigger, but I mean, grandioso. Signed. Tommy Morstead. Jets 2023, baby.
It came from Jets Drive because now I'm thinking, I got to touch them.
Yeah, touch this.
Yeah. Holy these are so light.
They are, dude. Those are punters. And the glove he wore. He signed both items.
This is
Number 5
This is ridiculous.
for the Jets.
I don't know what to say. So I am blown away by this, and I even put it on X. This means a lot to me. Number one, it's the Jets. Number two, it's a punter, and punters hold a very special place in my heart because I was a punter.
That's right.
I'm going to sign one of mine and send it out to them.
I'll put it. I'm going to put it in a shadow box.
Oh, that would look sharp.
My first thing I ever won big in life. And get this. So I wasn't even in the sweepstakes. I didn't even know I thought I was voting for him to be in the Pro Bowl.
You retweeted the Pro Bowl votes.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
that'll happen. Can you
Awesome
imagine
Christmas
how
gift.
absolutely incredible that is? You're glorious
Oh God.
in so many ways because people would give their left pinky toe for that shit.
Oh, my kid. I showed my kids.
What'd they say?
They did not care at all. They asked me about Roblox. Yeah, that's about it. They asked me what's up with Roblox.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, guys, I won the most amazing gift this year, 2023. It made my year.
That would make my year.
Yeah,
That's a great way to end the year.
I was blown away. They were like, nah. What about Roblox? I like Roblox way better. I was like, no, guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. Thomas Morstead kicked the football in an NFL game. And they're like, for the Jets? And I was like, absolutely.
They're like, why wasn't it the Eagles?
Yeah, they love the Eagles.
And Thomas is retired, right?
I don't know if he's retired. I don't think he's coming back as a Jet. I know he gave his number to Garrett Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so now number 17's opened up for
Devontae Adams.
maybe. Or Mike Evans.
Yeah, right.
I would love Mike Evans. I would love anything. So a lot of things happened this week with dead dynasties now. Dead dynasties. We're talking firing of one major person in the NFL, Billy Belichick.
Yeah. I don't know how up till when did Tom leave? 2019?
Yeah, probably. They had 3 bad years.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
And Gerard Mayo.
Mayo.
Okay, I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
He is now the head coach for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been part of that for the entire time they kind of had a downfall.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Wasn't after the 2024 season he was going to take over anyway?
To what?
Gerard Mayo was going to take over and Belichick was going to ride off into the distance after breaking the all-time record. Because if he had a 2-year contract, he was thinking he'd get close this year and break it next year, and then he could set off into the sunset.
He might have. I don't know.
But I think Robert Kraft was like, look, we have to change stuff up to change stuff up. I don't know how you replace Bill Belichick. We'll
You don't.
see how well it's received. But
You don't. GM, head coach. Most of his family, I think, coached with him.
right.
So that's also a huge thing, too. Now they're going to have to reinvent themselves with Gerard Mayo.
Don't you think it would be more advisable to go out of the Bill Belichick coaching tree if you're going to bring something in for fresh air?
24 seasons, right? Wasn't he? How long was he a Patriot?
2000.
That's insane.
Yeah.
24 seasons. Going outside of whoever he worked with was probably impossible.
Right.
So like his branches are probably everywhere.
Right.
Gerard Mayo's been around. He was a hell of a player. He was a dominant linebacker.
He would crush people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully that translates into DeMarco Ryans. Who else was
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans, head coach for the Tennessee Titans. No, I'm sorry. He was fired. Houston Texans in the playoffs. Who's the other linebacker? Antonio Pierce for the Raiders.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're hoping that translates into maybe that success, hyping the players up, getting Mac Jones on board, maybe.
No. I mean, it'll get all the players on board, and I'm glad they're doing this. They're bringing in old players of the NFL to come in
Right.
and be like a players coach kind of deal. Because if you look at all the coaches that are there now, it's all players coaches that people can really go around. Like
Right.
Harbaugh at Michigan. You know what I mean? He's a players coach, if that makes sense. When you have like a Belichick, I feel, of course, he was never my coach.
Right.
But if you have like a Belichick there, again, we also don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but it appears to me as though that's what everybody's going for.
Right.
And I don't blame them. I mean, see what McDaniels is doing in Miami? They're switching stuff up, and they're going to get a lot further in the long run because everything is changing with the NFL in that business.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, they want young blood, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Saban retired. He's out. Another dynasty.
It's crazy because they're all like best friends. Belichick, Saban, Pete Carroll, they're all best friends.
Right.
So
Well,
it's a very unique time in the NFL for sure.
Vrabel getting fired. Bill getting fired. Nick leaving Bama.
Yeah.
Petey Carroll fired.
Did you see his speech? His goodbye.
Did it choke you up?
It didn't choke me up, but I could see why it'd be sad.
Why?
He was just thanking everybody. He got very emotional. I mean,
His wife, biggest supporter.
Yeah.
And the guy slings the football.
Yeah, it's 71 or something.
Dude,
72.
running around, slinging the football. And I know like they were talking about him going to like a GM status. Not a GM status, I'm sorry, like an advisor status. Working out, like whatever, whoever during that. But these guys, they probably are a huge influence on bringing free agents / people to that team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's a lot of like, I don't know. Bama has been Nick Saban since he left Miami Dolphins. It's been all Tuscaloosa, powerhouse, SEC. You know, we're gonna run over everybody. He drew everybody there. So him losing again, maybe not. Alabama losing all that. That's insane to me.
I think they're going to lose a lot anyway.
Right.
I know they put a lot of people in the NFL, but with the NIL deals that are going on, it's like a mini NFL now.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and but Saban's a genius. So he showed up to work, and today, even though he said he's resigning, he showed up the last 2 days of work to make sure everybody's still on board, right?
Which is awesome.
Yeah. Do you know all his people played in the playoffs, the CFP, because he got them all insurance in case they got hurt?
See, that's smart.
That's a good coach.
Do you think the pool, kind of like that transfer pool, portal, whatever you want to call it, was a big part of that, him kind of bouncing?
Yeah, of course. Because you get, yes, you're Alabama. Yeah, you're Alabama.
You're Alabama,
but
plain and simple. Bama.
Yeah.
Bama. I heard the Oregon coach too. He turned it down. There was a call. He got a call.
Who?
The new guy, that new coach in Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a call and he was like, from Alabama, Tuscaloosa coming in. No, thanks. I'm good. I don't think I'm taking this one.
Right. Could you imagine trying to fill Nick Saban's shoes though?
Right.
It's
impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible to fall short. Like Adam Vinatieri's kid kicks for like Division II, or he was.
Right.
I just could not imagine trying to follow in the greatest something's footsteps.
Right.
So Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, if they
Gone.
had kids that were trying to like take after them, how do you
Gone.
do that? Like Kirk Herbstreit's kid,
Right.
Jake Herbstreit is podcasting and stuff now. He interned at the Pat McAfee show and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you follow Kirk Herbstreit
I
on
don't
College
know.
Game Day?
You don't.
You can't.
You don't.
And if you can, good for you. But the
yeah.
odds of that are
Slim to none.
a lot slimmer than getting Tom Morstead's
What?
cleats.
Yeah. Sweepstakes winner here. Sweepstakes winner. I did want to talk about the Jets real fast and A-Rod. How did you feel about that whole situation of him bringing up, Jimmy Kimmel
I have
while he was on a podcast or live television on ESPN and all that stuff?
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't have to pretend. I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan for off the field and on the field stuff.
Right.
Okay. I'm not kissing his ass, but I feel as though with him going on Pat's show, they have a lot of inside jokes. And when Aaron speaks, he's speaking 7 steps ahead most of the time because he knows the implications about saying something crazy. He never said Jimmy Kimmel was on the list. And when you actually listen to his explanation about what he stated, it's clear.
What?
He knew when he said that everybody would take it as Aaron saying Jimmy's on that list.
Right.
Okay. He also knew that he was covered because of him and Jimmy starting during the COVID years, going back at each other. So he knew putting it out there, Jimmy would take hyper offense to it and be pissed off. But then at the same time, he also knew a week later he could come and be like, that's not what I fucking said. Listen to everything verbatim of what I said.
Right.
So I point blank period. I love Aaron.
So I take it as like, that's to the side. What he does in the building, what he does for the team moving forward, I think is huge. So him getting that inspiration award, I know he popped his Achilles 4 plays into it, absolutely dashed my dreams, absolutely imploded right then and there 4 plays later. But he came back. He's still with the team. I don't know what's going on inside the facilities, but guess what? Inspirational player right there. He brings the locker room together. I'm so for it. I know a lot of people are saying like he's all about himself. He wants the attention.
He did take attention away, and I know he has a contract to go on Pat's show. He did.
No, they're done. They severed ties.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They severed ties.
Yeah. I was watching Pat's show 5 years ago.
Right.
And when 4 years ago when this started, Aaron's show, Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays, ends when Aaron's done playing. It's been that way for 4 years. Yes, sometimes he talks during the playoffs, but it's been that way for 4 years. So everybody being like, oh, yeah. And of course, Pat stated that I don't want to be any fucking part of political stuff. I didn't like being a part of it. He can say that shit.
Yeah.
Because he's not a politician. But Aaron, I think, was on Wednesday. You texted me when he was on.
I did.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, because everybody was calling me, be like, oh, Pat and Aaron are fighting.
Oh,
I fucking doubt that because they have a lot of inside jokes and they know what they're doing. And them calling for Pat's head at ESPN, it's just stupid. Because if you look at the ratings, he can leave and do what he wants and make more than $85 million a year like he's doing now. I mean, he's valued at $600 million.
Oh my gosh.
So
to play football, to do whatever you want to do recreationally, you know what I mean? And get paid that much money to have 3 houses.
I don't even Yeah, but I don't even think that's it. What you can do being a professional athlete is
Sure.
have such a platform after the fact
Right.
that you don't have to retire and be like, what am I going to do now? Like, look at Peyton and Eli.
Yeah.
Omaha Productions.
Slaying it.
Yeah, you could basically do whatever you want.
I love
yeah,
their
you
steaks.
Huh?
Omaha steaks. I love them.
Wrong company.
Yeah, there we go.
What?
Isn't that Dak's little thing?
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
I have no idea.
Oh, dude, you have to watch the Cowboys play.
I will.
It's hilarious. It was in my head. I walked upstairs saying it like I was going to make myself some dinner. I was like, yeah, there we go. My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, making dinner. And I said it like 8 more times. I was getting the girls ready for bed. Yeah, here we go.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, when he's pre-snap, you know how like Omaha, Peyton has that.
Yeah.
Dak's got something where he's like, he'll slap his hands together and it's like, you know, the play's about to begin.
Yeah.
So I do that. I get tucked into bed. I'm like, yeah, here we go.
Nice.
Like, you don't think that's cool? Yeah.
I think it's great.
My wife
I think
hated
everybody
it.
should.
My
have
wife, that's right. It motivates me.
Yeah.
Gets me motivated to do
should.
some nasty stuff.
Put those kids to bed.
Goddamn right. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So talking about NFL, last thing I'm going to touch on for this subject is who you got this weekend. We got the Browns, Texans. First up.
It's easy. We talking about win or the points?
Oh, dude, straight up win. I'm not even dabbling with points.
Browns, Joe Flacco, ex-Jet, Jersey boy, Browns.
Do you know Joe Flacco has more passing yards coming off the couch, slinging the rock all over the field than the Titans, the Steelers, and the New York Jets? In like 6 games?
I could believe that.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, so the Browns, Myles Garrett, you got Joe Flacco leading the way,
Yeah.
Amari Cooper all day.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't
Anytime touchdown score.
Well, what?
Amari.
Amari?
Yeah.
Anytime? You
Yeah.
don't believe in the Houston Texans? CJ Stroud?
No.
No?
Where are they playing? In Cleveland?
No, Texas.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Shit. I don't know. Stroud's great.
Hey, pull it up. See what we got. I do like the Texans. I do like CJ Stroud. I felt horrible for when his head bounced off MetLife. They're playing at MetLife? I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That didn't look good. That was like a Tua little escapade. I didn't, when someone's head hits the ground that hard, that's scary stuff.
Yeah, it'll shock you.
And his limbs go all like,
the Browns are playing at the Texans.
yeah, that's what I figured. I think Texas took the division.
Will J.J. Watt be there?
I mean, is he going to suit up for the Steelers since his brother's out?
That would be phenomenal.
I mean, that would be insane too. He's supporting his, I think, soccer team. Soccer team.
Oh, yeah. He owns
The
it
real
with Dude-
football.
Dude Perfect.
Dude, oh, he owns it?
He owns it with Dude Perfect.
Get out.
They're like part owners. Like they're trying to do the Wrexham thing.
Like Wrexham. They got an Emmy.
I still think the Browns are going to win.
All right. I'm taking Cleveland too. That's my sleeper. Going all the way.
I don't know. All the way.
Cleveland defense is legit, man. If their
Yeah.
offense is sputtering,
The Ravens are
give it to
gonna win.
Ford. You think the Ravens are going to take it? So Ravens 49ers Super Bowl for what's he over there?
Yeah.
How about Dolphins Chiefs? Negative 20 degrees.
Who's got the better run game? Chiefs?
No.
Shit, this one's tough. I don't think Miami's going to travel well to negative 20-degree wind chill.
Okay.
So I'm taking the freaking Chiefs.
All right, you're taking
and I
the
hate
Chiefs.
that, but I'm going to take them.
I'm saying if Mike McDaniels comes out in joggers, Dolphins win.
Smoking a vape.
Smoking a vape. I say Dolphins win. Imagine hitting that field. You played football. Do you ever play football in like the cold?
Yes,
When the field is frozen?
but not negative 20.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
You can't feel
You can't feel shit.
like imagine because I sweat no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine that wind hitting my face or anything any skin showing.
Takes your breath away.
No thanks. I'm sitting down. So you got the Chiefs. I got the Dolphins. How about the Bills Steelers?
Who cares?
What? Josh Allen?
The Bills. I don't like.
DeMar Hamlin fan?
I'm a huge DeMar Hamlin fan. My thing is, on 9/11, 2023,
Okay.
my buddy Aaron ran out on the field,
That's right.
threw one incomplete pass, four plays in, and snapped his Achilles versus Buffalo. So the Buffalo's going to win because Josh Allen's good and he's getting better, even though he throws a lot of crazy interceptions. But the
And
Pittsburgh
fumbles.
Steelers defense with no Watt in there,
No what?
no Watt.
Who's throwing the football?
Allen,
No. Who on the other team?
Pickens,
Mason Rudolph.
Buffalo Bills,
All right. You got Buff.
mm-hmm.
I got the Buffalo Bills too. How about the Packers Cowboys?
Cowboys all day. They're going to figure it out. I don't.
You're
think
not
the
feeling
Packers-
love?
I'm not feeling love for love on this one. No, I think the Cowboys defense is just too strong.
Yeah, here we
Packers-
go.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got that amazing start to his play,
CCD.
his cadence.
Yeah, I taking the Cowboys too. How about the Rams and Lions? Stafford coming back to Detroit. We're talking golf going sitting in Detroit. Stafford golf.
This one's going to be amazing.
McVay Campbell.
It's a revenge game, and I think the Rams are going to win.
Oh, dude, you're not riding Detroit.
I love Detroit. I love what they did this year, but I think it's a revenge game, and he's going to blow it up.
So you're saying Stafford goes into Detroit and just lights up that D?
Mhm.
All right.
He's going to throw all over their defense.
So we're talking to Puka,
He's
who broke the rookie receiving.
He's something else.
I'll tell you what, I'm taking them too.
Really?
I'm taking the Rams too. I like what I say. I'm a Puka fan.
Hmm.
I like him. I do. I think Donald shows up too
I hope
for that
so.
for that. And the last game, the Eagles Bucks. We got Baker Mayfield rocking the Zin this week.
I don't even know how the Eagles have fallen so far from grace
I
to
heard
be in this round.
Eagles lose, Sirianni's out.
No.
Belichick's in.
No.
I hear they fire him.
No.
Take Belichick.
That would be amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
Why
so
would Belichick go anywhere cold?
I don't know.
He could have his pick predominantly.
He could go anywhere he wants.
Yeah. I think all three of those coaches should start their own expansion team.
What, the Camarauders?
They got them.
Who are they? The Reds or
The
I can't-
Commanders. Don't say
Commanders.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
slipped.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
Eagles at Tampa Bay. I think the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bucks.
To win.
I'm taking the Bucks to win.
Okay.
So Bucks versus Eagles. I'm taking the Bucks. What's over there is taking the Eagles.
Did you write this down?
No, go ahead.
I want to see what happens. So,
Yeah. Oh my God. And speaking about snow, I came into work.
You took
This-
the Packers?
I took the Packers.
You fucking stupid.
No, I'm taking Dak. Yeah, here we go.
So you are taking the boys.
Yeah, I'm taking the boys.
Yeah. And then you picked Buffalo.
Yep, pick Buffalo.
And then you picked Miami.
If
Negative
McDaniels,
20 degree. If McDaniel comes in.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I think the Dolphins. I think they come back this week.
Who'd you pick? I don't think so.
Browns, Texans,
Yeah.
Browns. I heard one of the star quarterbacks got hurt. I heard he hurt himself in practice.
Cornerback?
Yeah, cornerback Ward.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got hurt, but I still think the Browns have a banging defense, man. Big time. Did we get them all? All the games? Rams, Lions?
Oh, yeah, you're taking the Rams.
I am.
Yep. Got them for
big
you.
McVay fan, man.
Shifty McVay.
I would like to see that on the Jets.
What? No more Salah.
Who?
No more Bob?
I mean, they showed the before when he was there and he was all animated on San Francisco's D coordinator and stuff like that. And now they show him this year. He's just like, he wears his hat and he just stares.
Well,
Like Sam Darnold did in that Patriots game when he was seeing ghosts.
yeah.
Like, what is flying around me? What's happening?
Yeah, but that occurs when you go from. This is the problem with expectations in the NFL.
What?
You get
Win. You got to win.
When you're up here and something happens, you have so much further to fall. But if you're like Patriots people,
Right.
they had six 6 Super Bowls. They went to 9 or 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they're always up here. So their fall from grace is this big. Being a Jets fan like I've been my whole life, I have like this much. And that's why when I was hyped up because Aaron was coming to the team and all these receivers and Breece Hall was coming back, I was like up here. And then, you cry every night.
I got a Breece Hall jersey. Not only did I spent all my big momentums in life, like Father's Day, Christmas, everything. We got tickets to go to the Eagles-Jets game. I wanted to see Aaron Rodgers versus Jalen Hurts.
I had the coolest Aaron Rodgers shirt that I made myself. I can't say it on here, but I'll show you it.
You got to.
It would have been on TV and everything. But I got that before the season. I designed it and everything. Yep. And then I was like, I just jinxed Aaron Rodgers.
My heart sank in the chair. Well,
I was sitting in bed and I remember texting you. And I'm like, this can't be fucking happening.
No, it's real life.
Yeah, I know it's real life, and real life sucks sometimes.
Being a Jets fan, or that 106-yard return, like this year's been hard. I mean, this year's been totally hard. That's why, again, I'm rooting for Joe Flacco.
Jersey boy,
ex-Jet.
He's in a
scheme. He's in a scheme with the kind of like the Ravens had when he won the Super Bowl that year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping he wins.
I hope he wins.
Hoping he destroys the Ravens, goes to the Super Bowl.
That would be great, but I don't see that happening at all.
Well, I was like I was saying before about the ice. We had a snowstorm over the weekend. It literally snowed here. It's 55 degrees today, but we had a snowstorm over the weekend. Heading to my job, and I'm in my Prius, my sweet Prius, flying down the road on a massive highway here, and I'm behind an 18-wheeler. Just chilling, doing my thing, listening to my music before I get to work.
Neo.
A little Neo. Miss Independent all day. But a sheet of ice flew off. I swear to God, if this sheet of ice would have hit me, I would have been sliced in half.
Final Destination stuff.
Weirder than that.
Yeah.
It was like, you know how it like moves and you're like watching, you're like, oh, and the wind's making it shift all over the place. I was sure, certain death.
Yeah.
Certain death. I'm like looking at this thing. It's going to go through my windshield.
Yeah.
It hit the side, but I was like, why? Again, I was like, my kids love snow. They love it. They're notorious for like, and times have changed, man. Times have changed. They have a 6-foot little hill they go on. They think it's the best thing in the entire world. And back in the day, we used to go down, 35-foot hills, make a ramp at the bottom. 3 of us would get on a toboggan, like just going as fast as possible. We'd come back with like bruises and everything like that. I came back with a broken ankle one time, sledding with you.
Yeah.
And another one of our buddies landed directly on my ankle. I crawled all the way home.
Yeah.
Crawled over a snowbank.
That's when I figured out what broken bones were, because
Oh, yeah.
you broke it, you're like, oh, God, it hurts. There's something wrong. I'm like, get up.
Get up.
Walk.
Get up. I mean, I couldn't put any weight on it. I crawled in through the back door, took my snow pants off. I'm crawling to my dad. He's on the couch, snapping into pickles. I'm like, Dad, something's wrong. You were sledding, boy. So what's your problem? I'm like, I can't put, something's wrong with my foot. I can't put any weight on it. He's like, wake up.
I wish I still had that love for snow, but I don't.
Well,
I loathe it now.
Well,
and my wife constantly says if it snows 1 inch, we're moving
to where?
Anywhere south.
Texas.
East Coast south.
East
I got to be near
Coast south.
water.
East Coast south. So Florida, North Carolina's getting slammed right now.
Yeah, probably Florida or South Carolina.
Even like shoveling this time around. I'm over it. We haven't got like a huge snowfall in like 2 years, and I was just like back breaking. And I'm just like I'm over it.
I don't have a lot to shovel. And I have this big ass snowblower.
Do you really?
It just sits in the backyard getting pissed on by the dogs.
You don't
and
care.
I just go out and
just shovel it.
It's a nice snowblower.
A little workout.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. It's pretty like when you go out at night and the snow's falling, there's nobody on the streets, you're listening to music and stuff. It's nice.
That's what we did. We took a walk with a family.
Right.
And again, it was dangerous. There was everybody on the road. We're in the middle of the road. Snow's coming down, and like people are sliding down the hill.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I think I got into 5 accidents in the snow.
Oh.
When I was younger, I turned 21, And, you know, when you're 21, your parents take you out, get a couple shots in you.
Not me.
Well, that's what happened with me.
Yeah.
Yep. Then I went home. This was earlier in the day. Went to a bar, came back, went home. My dad's like, you got to take a nap. I was like, you got it.
Because that sobers everybody up.
It sobered me up way fast. And then next thing you know, it was snowing. My mom's like, you got to get back to college. Go to college. Drank water, drank some coffee. I'm on my way. Pick up my friend, heading down. We're going down a hill. I'm driving a Toyota Tercel. Probably brand new brakes. 86 Tercel.
That was a nice car.
Fucking box. It was a box. We're heading down, going down a hill. I slide. No, there's no grip on those tires. Just sliding down, aiming right at a telephone pole. My buddy's like, hit the brakes. I'm like, hey, fuckface, I'm hitting the brakes.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the brakes nonstop. Next thing you know, we hit this telephone pole. And our dumbasses weren't wearing any seatbelts.
Wow. Yeah.
No seatbelts, man. The only thing that saved me was there was a hazard light in the middle console. It got stuck on my knee, ripped my knee apart. My knee was, you could see all the moving parts inside my knee.
Ugh.
It was really gross. But my buddy was knocked out. Like I got out. I bit my tongue too. I bit my tongue like my teeth went through my tongue.
Yeah.
So there was like 6 huge holes in there. I barely could talk.
Yeah.
And my buddy was just passed out. And I get out and I'm screaming for help. Ah! My car is like smoking. My mom packed all this stuff in the back of the car, hit the front of the car. Cake everywhere. And my buddy gets out of the car and he's like, are we there? I'm like, dude, we got fucking walloped. We hit this telephone pole so hard. I eventually went to the hospital. I remember looking up and watching the Raiders play in the playoffs.
No kidding.
Yeah. And the guy was sewing me up and I was in and out of consciousness because in emergency room, they don't care.
No.
They're trying to save you.
Yeah.
So he's sewing me up with like 50 stitches and just like my skin on my knees going together. And I'm like, in and out the entire time. I couldn't keep my eyes open. His mom walks in, right? He has a concussion. His mom walks in. I'm picking glass out of my head. His mom walks in and asks if you wear a seatbelt. He's like, fuck no. She slaps him on the side of the head. And everybody's like, no, you can't hit him in the head anymore. You're going to kill him.
He's been through enough.
He's been through enough. My God. After that, I think I rode my bicycle for 5 straight years. 5 straight years I rode my bike because I had that, like, you know, that trauma afterwards, like where, forget it. I couldn't ride in a car. I thought I killed him.
Your buddy's on your Huffy, the handlebars.
Oh my God.
Driving him around.
No, he's on those back ones. Those
the
back
pegs?
those little pegs.
Yeah.
I was also really bad at driving my bike. So, I mean, that was terrifying to me ever again. So snow for me has always been that deterrent to, you know what I don't want to have? Snow. But if I'm locked in my house for the weekend, snow it up. Snow it up. Because like, again, I can watch all my programs.
Yeah.
I can make some hot cocoa.
Nice.
Yeah. I this year for the white, we call it the white elephant. And you can steal like presents from people. I stole hot cocoa mix from somebody.
The cocoa bombs?
Grinch cocoa mix. So cinnamon, the French vanillas. Oh,
fancy stuff.
Fuck yeah. And get this. So there was a Grinch puzzle that came with it.
Yeah.
Guess how many pieces were missing in the Grinch puzzle?
4.
One fucking piece right in the middle.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if it was like a ploy. Like, hey, Grinch is going to fuck up your Christmas.
Oh, maybe.
It has to be. It was like right in the middle. And I looked online because a lot of people are like, hey, are you supposed to be missing a piece of the puzzle? They're like, no.
You ever see the Grinch live action movie?
I would never watch that.
He's a legit...
Wait, Jim Carrey one?
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize what are they called? Little Susie Boo from Whoville or whatever.
Okay. Who's?
Yeah, Who's? Okay. I don't really watch it. But if you think about, they always lived in a town where this monster was leering at them constantly.
What?
How frightening is that?
He is a who.
No,
Yes, he is.
He's not a who.
Check his backstory. Dude's
the
a
Grinch
who.
was a who.
He was a who.
How'd he turn green? radioactive slime.
I don't know.
And
I
he
know.
has that dog that he puts antlers on.
Yes, there's a backstory to him. He gets like bullied in school. He doesn't start out great. You're looking it up, aren't you?
I have to know.
You have to, because I'm pretty sure he was a who.
What's the Grinch? Hey, who?
You think he was adopted? Taken in by this village? I'm pretty sure he was a who.
No. The
What?
Grinch is a humanoid in design, but not classified as a human or a who, which partially explains his resentment towards the Who's.
But why
Yeah.
Christmas? That brings them the most joy?
Oh,
God, he was bullied, this humanoid / who.
You
was-
could go deep on this.
I mean, I would.
He's ill-natured and mean-tempered. So that leads to my point where all the Who's are just holly jolly, doing whatever they do, making out, and smoking weed and stuff in the town. And there's this humanoid-like creature that's ill-natured and mean-tempered.
How about the mayor, too? The mayor's a glutton. Steals the Who's woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta watch this.
You have to watch it, man.
I've never really dove deep and looked at him.
So, like, you like the live action stuff? So, do you like the One Piece live action?
I got into a debate with somebody that works closely with me, and
Yeah. Tell me more.
they hate live action everything. I dig it. Yes, I know sometimes
Dig
it
it.
can be very crappy, but
Mhm.
I like the live action stuff. One Piece, they did it. Gundam's coming out with a live action.
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Never saw that one.
Dude, he's a spirit detective.
Oh, the
Yeah, dude, the spirit gun
spirit
guy.
gun. Yeah. Yeah.
Bleach.
Bleach was good. Yeah.
I saw Bleach.
Though, shit, Choi.
What?
From Harold and Kumar?
Choi?
Yeah, that's the actor's last name.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop was phenomenal.
I liked Cowboy Bebop.
So yeah, I sometimes prefer that, but I could always sit down during the holidays and watch like Charlie Brown's Christmas and that kind of stuff. That's nice.
I watched Christmas Story 24 hours.
Mm.
I usually hit up like the bully part
And let me tell you, that movie,
when Ralphie's like,
Didn't-
fudge.
the movie didn't age well. Like Baby It's Cold Outside.
Did you hear the new Baby It's Cold Outside with John Legend?
No,
Baby, get consent.
really.
I'll get you an Uber. Yeah, really. It happened. Well, I'm into Reacher right now. Have you been watching Reacher?
No.
How about Percy Jackson came out, a remake on Disney Plus?
No, I heard it was good though.
I'm big into gods. I love the Poseidons, I love the Zeuses, the Titans, Cronus, the father of all the gods. Big into that. So I watched those, the Percys back in the day, Wrath of Titans. I love that kind of stuff. Half-bloods, half-demons, stuff like that. So the Percy Jackson one on Disney Plus is actually not too bad.
Okay.
You got to check it out. Do you have Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You have
I watched Boba Fett and all those.
Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch Boba Fett. I watched Mandalorian.
If it doesn't get me in the first episode, then
You're
write
done
it
for.
off. Yeah, I'm that kind of person.
Check out Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling.
Okay.
It's a anime. It's
Okay.
on Crunchyroll. I saw the first episode.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it comes out every every Friday or something like that, but you got to check it out.
I will.
Pretty
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling. A Goblin Slayer I watch. That's another anime. My kid's big into One Piece though right now.
Dude, One Piece is, I don't believe how many there's thousands of episodes.
Well, I looked it up. It's 1,326 or 25, somewhere around there, episodes that I can access right now.
Right. You have Crunchyroll?
I do.
I don't want to change the subject,
Oh.
but I keep telling you to watch Iron Blooded Orphans.
I haven't watched it. It was on Adult Swim. I know that.
It will change your life.
Well,
It is. Mace would hate this conversation because he thinks we're dorks with this crap, but it is so deep and bloody. It's really
Morbid.
good.
like Claymore.
Yeah,
Claymore was one that was bloody.
yeah. But I never watched 1,300 One Piece episodes
So we're up to episode 9
out of.
out of 1,320 something.
When does Straw Hat come?
Like in life, or what do you mean come?
I mean,
Like appear?
He's not the first One Piece.
He is. Yeah, he's the first. He's the first
It
dude introduced.
started with Straw Hat, and there's 1,300 episodes after Straw Hat.
Yes.
That dude better get better at pirating.
Yeah. No, I mean he picks up a crew. He does his thing.
I hate that the pirate guy that's skeletons that laughs.
I don't know him. I know of him. I don't know him.
It's annoying.
I like Zorro. I like those guys. I like the original, the OGs.
The OG guys.
I do. I do. Well, did you watch anything other than like anime, your programs, anything like that? Do you do shorts and stuff like that? Like on social media, do you go through? Is there anything that like hits on you, like tickles that like deep black hole where you just 45 minutes later, you're still looking?
You know what I got into? And this is going to sound weird. Comments. There's some videos where people will be putting their heart and soul into like, hey, this is my daily thing. This is what I'm doing today. And they go and they record this long thing, and it's like very wholesome and nice. And then you start reading the comments where the guy's like, hey, by the way, I'm sending you hate from Australia.
Oh, God.
And another person just like, you should die.
Oh,
Yeah. People are freaking terrible. But my algorithm's so messed up.
so what is it? What is it of?
It's mostly, dogs reuniting with soldiers.
Are you
and
serious?
Dogs being rescued.
Like heartwarming.
Yeah, heartwarming stuff. It's nothing wrong. I do like deserted places. I get that once in a while. But when you start posting your own stuff, then the algorithm starts showing you your own stuff.
Get out.
And that gets really annoying.
Wait, it shows you in it?
No. It shows like your hashtags and everything that you're commenting on.
Oh,
Your description of your videos.
I
and
gotcha.
It starts showing you all that stuff, and there's only so much of your own crap you could take.
Well, mine is right now, I love bloopers. So Big Bang Theory, sometimes I'll get the reel of those bloopers,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
You know what bloopers you have to watch?
What?
Between Two Ferns.
Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
Did you ever see his bloopers?
No.
Oh
Never
my
seen them.
God.
No? Is it good or
Check
is it funny?
out as soon as you get home tonight. It's hysterical. I love bloopers.
I do. I love them too. So
You
like,
laugh more at that than you actually laugh at the show.
you're
like
right.
Seinfeld I never got into, but watching some of his stuff back with his bloopers is a lot funnier than,
I do.
Who sold your ticket to the opera?
Who did it?
That's the whole joke. And I don't get it. I'm not smart enough.
No, so sometimes I also get this beard meets food. You got to see this guy. This
I
guy
have been subscribed to him. Adam. Isn't his name Adam?
Yeah, I don't know.
Beard meets food.
English
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. He crushes it. And everybody thinks he's going to fail. But he's popular now. He gets in there. It's fascinating. You ever see the ones where he brings his sister?
I no.
So what everybody knows we're talking about, this guy is a semi-professional eater.
No, he's professional.
He's professional.
I've seen him take down like, I don't know if he's professional, but I've seen him take down like a full bowl of that pho. What's that Thai stuff? There's meat, there's soup, there's noodles, there's everything in there. He takes a bowl to the side of noodles, probably 6 pounds of noodles. He'll eat all the meat first. He drinks all the broth, eats all that. He washes it down with a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Something sweet.
Yeah. And he always gets dessert at the end. I watched one the other day where he ate pounds and pounds of hamburgers and cheeseburgers.
Oh my God. I mean, like you would think my belly would hurt after that. He gets up and walks out the door. He gets his T-shirt, takes that picture on the wall,
Yep.
whatever they're giving out for that challenge, gets it done. I mean, that's impressive stuff. I couldn't do it at all, ever. I saw the one guy where
I've done it before.
What did you eat?
I've entered pizza eating contest and a raw clam eating contest in Ocean City, Maryland, and I lost the clam contest.
Get out.
And I was sick for a while.
Well, how long did you prep for this?
I didn't.
Oh, that's the thing, man. You
gonna
gotta
show
prep.
up to a raw clam eating contest. Me and this like 80-year-old man who killed me.
Hell yeah.
He had the technique to open
Shucking
the clam,
'em?
shuck them. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude's a shucking maniac. You see the maniac that jumped at the judge?
Yeah.
She denied his probation,
Yeah.
and he had like a heartwarming speech before. She's like, well, thank you. I'm going to deny
Yeah.
probation. And did you see the memes where they play like the NFL theme song when he's tackling her?
Yeah.
And that dude, she had the clerk or the stenographer, something. And this dude's beating on him when she was down on the ground. Which was I couldn't imagine being in court and like, where the bailiffs at?
My wife went to court. I don't know if you want to save this for the next one or let me go through this entire court case with you.
The entire court case, go.
All right. Where do you want me to start
Go.
with how fucked up our entire judicial system is?
Well, you don't have to go that far back.
All right. So my wife gets called for jury duty. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't live in the biggest county. All right. So she gets called for jury duty. Let's say she gets called in Monday at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
80 people in there.
Right.
Takes
For jury selection or just to
jury selection.
sign in?
Just jury selection and signing in.
Right.
Right. You have to write down what stupid answers to stupid questions, like what TV shows do you watch and stuff. So she writes down what she watches. You know, it's nothing crazy, Gold Rush, that kind of stuff. And then the second day, so this is Tuesday, they cut like 60 people. So there's 20 people left. There's 14. They finally bring her in because they're cutting people off of the jury. So there's 14 people left total. So it took 2 days. 2 days for jury selection. They put this person. So Wednesday, she goes back.
All right.
Right? And this is the court case. I don't know if I should say. So somebody was selling something in a park in a city that's near the county we live in.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
It's a bad drug. So the local police department gets a person that's addicted to this drug, all right, to do a controlled buy. So they do 2 controlled buys. Do you understand what I'm saying? 2 controlled buys.
Gotcha.
Over the course of 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right. It's after that, they go to the person's house 2 weeks later. Okay.
Okay.
2 weeks later, and they serve him. They search his house. They don't find the money they were supposed to track. They don't find any drugs. They don't find anything. They gave him a phone to record the conversation of the deal on.
Okay.
All right. There's no recording. They arrested him 2 weeks after they did the last controlled buy. There's no pictures, no video. There's 14 people on the witness list. They call 4 people. 3 were cops that said they witnessed it. 1's a drug addict that got a reduced time. No video, nothing. It only took 4 people out of 12 to say you're guilty, and the guy went away to jail. It's no majority rules. It's supposed to be your peers judging this person.
Right.
Do you think he was guilty if there's no pictures,
Yeah.
there's no video?
Right.
It's 3 police officers in this town.
Right.
Okay. They did a controlled buy with a drug addict that got a reduced sentence from his own prison. They did a search warrant. They found nothing in his house. They found nothing. No, the money that they tracked, they didn't find it. How can you prove? How does anybody not have
So
a
are you
little bit
saying?
of doubt?
Are you saying? So you're saying that because it's a small place, everybody knows everybody. Are you saying that he wasn't represented well?
There was not enough to prove whether he did it or didn't do it. And when you go inside front of court, you need to have something.
Well, that's why.
Here's the worst part. I'm sorry for interrupting you. The worst part of this is that was Wednesday
Okay.
that they called the witnesses up and stuff. Thursday was closing arguments.
Okay.
She calls me. She's like, "Hey, I'm on the way to the office." I'm like, "It's 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
How
easy
did you
peasy.
deliberate?"
Easy peasy.
You deliberated, right? And heard closing arguments. How is that enough time to judge this person's 10 years in prison?
Right.
And she goes, it doesn't matter if I said not guilty or not. 4 people out of the 12 said he was. At least 4 people out of the 12 said he was in this case.
That's all you need.
That's all you needed.
That's all you need. That's why when you come into court, you come prepared.
Not with a public defender. And look, if I would pray in 2024, people have video, people have pictures of stuff. Somebody has something in which it's not hearsay. It's not he said, she said stuff.
Right.
So 3 people got together and said, oh, I saw it. And the drug addict's like, yeah, that was him that sold it to me. Come on, bro.
I mean, that's what happens all the time with people, though.
Wow.
If you're not represented, if you don't get a good
if
attorney,
you're not Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, nothing matters.
if you don't get a good attorney to represent you, the judge is just not gonna. He goes through the motions. She goes through the motions.
It's sad, and I feel like she should go into detail about it, write it down, and put it out for the world to know, because this is fucked up.
Right.
I don't know.
There's a ton of people that way, though.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, and also too, like you don't see Joe Schmo getting picked up. He must have had a prior record. She must have had a prior record. They must have brought up a ton of stuff on this guy other than that one situation.
No, you're not allowed.
I mean,
and to be honest,
that's why that guy
didn't have a
tackled
prior.
the judge.
That's my point.
That's why the guy tackled the judge.
Maybe he was so pissed off because his terrible public defender representation in court, and the judge was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Your public defender sucks.
Right.
And you know what the public defender said? That the lead detective's a liar. They're all liars. That was their defense in the end for the closing arguments.
For what?
For what he did.
So the prosecutors were saying that?
The defender said that about the witnesses, which were 3 police officers.
That's like that again. So like when I testify, my person representing me, we go through this whole spiel beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So like we collaborate with one another. A lot of times, and I'm just saying, maybe not in this case with the one you're talking about, but a lot of times people are tough. They're combative. They don't want to work with other people. You know what I mean? So a lot of times that representation in a court system doesn't work out because, you know, you got this idiot not willing to cooperate with a public defender. It goes vice versa too.
I get
The public defender can also be like, you know what? I have 60 cases on my caseload, and this idiot, he's back here for the 7th time. I've represented the 6 previous times. They keep giving me him. I'm not going to work with this bot. This guy who keeps going back out there doing the same thing. So they don't fight.
Right, but I don't think previous experience should be any type of personal and specific representation.
It shouldn't
at the
be.
time.
It shouldn't
Like,
be.
show me a picture. Describe what he was wearing that day.
It shouldn't be.
I don't know.
It shouldn't be.
I just know if I ever get called to court, I'm not gonna be a juror.
I've been called 3 times. Nothing recent. It seems like a lot of people have been getting called in to jury duty and stuff like that. Every time because of what I do. Nope. They won't take me. Man, I sometimes like I'll walk into my like my kids are that age where they're going to other people's houses. I thought about this today.
Oh God.
They're going into other people's houses, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assessing the situation.
I bet you are.
I'm looking around. I'm like talking to the mom, talking to the dad. I'm talking to the little brother.
See if there's any open alcohol bottles.
Open
Jack
alcohol
Daniels
bottles.
sitting on
I'm
the
checking
counter.
out like the dog door in the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this dog treated here? You know what I mean? I'm walking them. Like if they're like, oh, come downstairs, check out the basement. I want to see their playroom. What's in there? You got Nerf guns? What kind of guns you got? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you like to dabble with some heroin?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Heroin.
The heroin. I mean, like stuff like that all the time. And like I said before, judge, jury is never good. When you put yourself into that situation, you're fucked either way.
And that
you're fucked either way.
And my poor wife was stressed about it.
Why?
Because I'm not throwing other jurors under the bus, but you're not supposed to talk about shit.
Well, to the jury,
no, you can't talk
Isn't
about
there
it until it's time for deliberation.
Yeah, deliberation.
If they go to this little cafe down the
little
corner,
little deli,
it might be a little deli. If they all sit down and they're talking, well, this is pretty cut and dry. This guy's fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Then how do you like? She was stressed because It didn't matter.
doesn't.
It didn't matter. And this guy, and 99% sure he's a drug dealer.
Right.
Right? That's not the point. The point is our judicial system, if you're not rich or well represented, you're fucked, bro.
Hey.
You're fucked.
Hey, unless you work well with others, you're charismatic.
I disagree.
I think if you
These
got,
public defenders are making $60,000 a year going through this bullshit.
but don't they? Isn't it like the NFL kind of? You get wins and losses. When you're a stellar public defender, have
Then-
you ever seen a stellar public defender?
I have.
See,
Johnny Depp's public defenders were stellar.
well, he paid for those.
That's my point.
He paid for those.
I think in this capitalist society, to get the best representation, it's not the public defender route. You know your camera's off.
What? No, it's not. We're just having issues.
Oh.
Wow, why are you bringing it up on the pod? Opinions on. I'm Junior. Who's this? Who am I talking to? We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm Woodsy. Why
Hi.
God, why?
Yeah, you're Why God Why Today.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick that name, by the way?
Because I had my treeness at the beginning. Because
I don't even know what you just said.
I have a weird sense of humor.
Okay.
All right. My wife was watching a cartoon.
Called.
I don't remember what it was
Oh,
called.
God.
And this guy's walking through a park and he kicks a tree. And the tree comes alive, goes, "Oh, my treeness." It's so stupid.
Oh, my tree.
I don't know why it's been sticking with me, but it's hysterical.
Kalen DeBoyer is now the head coach for Alabama.
Who?
Kalen DeBoyer.
Dubois.
Dubois.
I don't know his name. I don't even know who he is.
Breaking news. 3 hours ago, though.
Breaking.
Oh my God.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first on this pod. And if you're watching us live on Rumble, you're welcome. You're welcome. I also, like, on my
Oh, the
feed,
Washington coach went?
I don't know, I'm getting all these girl pictures on my Twitter feed here now.
Oh, so I've been blowing up with some of my socials. Okay.
Yeah? Tell me more.
What's the friend request to real people ratio you think you get?
What?
You know when they follow you, like follow back. Just to be
Okay, are
polite?
we talking about a certain platform?
Yeah, like TikTok.
Okay, TikTok?
Yeah.
I get tons of bots.
Oh.
I get tons of bots.
And then they start sending you weird shit, and then you're like, "Oh God, why did I even do this?"
I mean, yeah.
I think the ratio is more scammers / porn people than it's actually real people.
I think so too.
Mhm.
OnlyFans,
Stupid.
which is mine's blown up.
Is it?
Did you know that? My OnlyFans is out of this world. I've had 3 vasectomies on live camera.
Oh, you went through with it.
I did.
Jeez.
Do you know why?
No.
Because I'm a fucking boss.
That's what bosses do.
I mean, they
boss
make
moves.
shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, again, my feed is decimated right now with 1,000 Ways to Die. 1,000 Ways to Die. I've seen guys hit by trains. Oh, you see that one fight where the guy gets this big dude's standing over. It must be Philadelphia. Big dude standing over this little dude. He's like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if they're intoxicated or what the deal is. And he slaps the guy, the littler guy. Little guy punches him in the head. Dude topples over into the incoming subway train. A run over.
Yeah.
Everybody's screaming. And I heard this one lady go, "Now my kid's traumatized."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's scary about fighting.
It's like, holy shnikes.
If you knock somebody out and then hit their head and die, you just got second-degree murder.
Well, you got to watch where you fight, I guess.
1,000 Ways. Did you see the lady that got intoxicated at the Philly Stadium?
No.
And she got impaled on the fence and she was
No.
hanging there for hours.
Was this at a game?
Yes.
That's awful.
It's awful.
I'm trying to look other things up. Again, House of Dragon Series 2 premieres in August. Did you like House of Dragon?
I'll tell you right now, I won't do any of it. Because
Oh, man, you're killing me. You
hear
are
me
killing
out. So
me.
that's why I like cartoons so much, because you know it's a cartoon, you know it's fantastical. But in what was the show called?
What?
With all dragons and all Game of Thrones.
Yeah?
I watched everything, and then the final season,
Huh?
they're deliberating around a circle, their area.
Yeah?
There's a Starbucks cup
I mean,
by the handicap kid.
when you got 8 seasons of
That ruined
fantastic
No.
Fantastic.
No.
Yeah.
No, first of all, they said the dragons were coming for like 6 seasons.
I loved it.
Then the dragons come, then one dies, and then it becomes like a dead dragon. I don't know. I think I could do a better story.
Well, when you hit it up, I want to know.
I have a few stories.
And we'll do this live. When you come up with when you come up with a better script than Game of Thrones.
I have a script. I think you will particularly
Just tell
love.
me the premise then.
I can't because
Okay.
it's like my it's got to be a secret. I have 2 good scripts. First of all, that one The Last of Us, they took my idea. I'm telling you, they took
another
my
amazing
idea.
amazing show.
Yeah. That was my idea because the cordyceps that go in the ants. Did you ever see this? The fungi goes into the ants, and that's how they spread their spores.
You told me about this.
Oh boy!
Well, fantastic. Well, I also think a lot of things are staged now. So the 30-second reels everybody sees, or like on airplanes,
like the Miami alien at the
Aliens.
mall.
Well, even the airplane scenes. There was one where this girl's in a bathing suit, like a skimpy bathing suit, and she's putting her luggage away. And there's a man in the aisle. His wife is next to him, and she puts, her chest into the guy's face, and the wife is just eyeballing him the entire time. Camera's on the lady already, probably because she's wearing a swimsuit. I think all this is staged just for views. I do.
It is. Do you ever walk into a plane? This is why I hate flying commercial.
Why?
Because when you're walking down the aisle, you have to decide penis or ass. Like in a movie theater,
I do butt.
then you do butt.
I do
right?
butt
Why don't you do penis?
because it's mine, and I'll let certain people rub against it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You either have to scooch by with your penis facing them or scooch by with your butt facing them. You know?
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, you don't think about stuff.
I don't. Not that. I never thought. I thought about the windows blowing out. I thought about losing my kids.
Did you see that Alaskan flight?
I saw that they had to land
Oh, jeez. That's a nightmare.
the entire time.
That's why I like to fly after.
Losing the pressure, can't breathe.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That's haunting.
Being suffocated in an airplane where you can't move a metal tube. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Sauce Gardner, all pro, 2nd year straight. Hasn't been done since 1970.
Amazing.
First 2 years in the league. I love it. I mean, so the stage stuff is something that I wish I could do. I do. Just to get views. That's
I
all
can
need.
stage. I have, after we cut this
Excuse me.
off, I'll tell you what I have. It will get millions of views.
Well, and then so all the kids are bringing cameras into the school. That's another thing on my feed, nonstop. Fights in school.
Okay.
Or teachers beating up students or students beating up each other. Again, I think it's like premeditated beatings
Probably.
in school
Yeah.
because the camera's already out, the fights already began,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's a shame. Because there's cameras, that's why there's an eye on it. But teachers used to hit kids all the time.
Do you know you just said that's a shame to not sincere at all or genuine?
All I'm
that's a
saying
shame.
is if
It was
I was a
dead.
high school teacher.
It was a dead saying.
All I'm saying is sometimes with some of these children, I wouldn't blame a high school kid. Like I had a coach. I can't even say it.
Dude, you can't just do it like that. But anyway, do you see my screen?
No, I don't see shit.
There's nothing recording. Oh, there's this guy squatting. Oh, I wish you could see it. He snaps his spine in two.
I don't want to see it.
All right.
Yeah. That
Or
shit freaks me
the
out.
shark videos.
I love shark videos.
No, there was a lady getting into the water. She puts her scuba mask on. She dips her head in there.
Took my
She
wife.
sees a shark coming straight at her.
That's amazing. I took my wife. Ow. I took her snorkeling, and we were not like heavy shark area in Turks and Caicos.
Right.
So we get out, we go off the boat, we're swimming out there. The first time she looks down, she looks up to me with this astonished look. She goes, "That's a fucking shark." I was like, "Yeah, babe, that's a shark."
What kind of shark we talking here?
I think it was just a sand shark.
Yeah.
It was a smaller one, but I don't care. That thing will rip your ankle
It was a great
off.
white.
It was not a white
It was
one.
Jaws' sister.
You know what's funny? I just tried to think of Jaws' sister's name. I couldn't come up with anything witty, so I just had brain fart. And
You just
kinda
stared at me.
sat here.
Oh, it was really strange.
Yeah, I like shark videos.
Well, I mean, that's my feed to a T, though. Morbid knowledge. It's a lot of harrowing, like 911 calls. Like someone, I just shot my parents and hid the gun.
I do watch ID channel.
Where are you? I'm in my basement with a bunch of
Did you hear the one with the police officers like, you got to send somebody, my girlfriend's shooting me.
Oh, yes, I heard that one.
boy.
And he's screaming. He was a cop, too.
Yeah, he was.
That's what I heard. Yeah, dude.
Was a cop.
Everything's having issues right now. Everything. Right now, you're off my screen. Why, God, why? My treeness is gone. I'm not liking this at all. The pod is still running, which is good. I'll take that.
Did we cut?
No. All right, that's Opinions On. I'm Junior.
I'm What's He?
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Opinions On with Maze and Junior. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss out.